Welcome back. We are here with the Clarke family, and I just wanted to give you a little update on how things are going because I played a couple of sim days in between the last video and this one. So, first, I just want to say that I found out something cool. Here's a little picture. A couple of people have had kids. You can see Fox, and then someone up there in Finn's generation had kids just because of MCCC in my settings. And actually, Finn had a kid with a person that they are now married to. That person had previously been married to and had children with the child of the butler with the short red hair. That lady that has been around for like a million years since Becca's time. So I just thought that that was really funny that that ended up happening. I didn't do that on purpose. MCCC did all the work there, and I just thought that that was really interesting. And then this led me to kind of think about story progression in the world, not just in our family. So, what I did entirely using cheats because this is the last video in this generation, so I don't have time to actually figure it out. But you can see I got a girlfriend or boyfriend for actually, I think it's all girlfriends. Yeah, all girlfriends for each one of Raven's siblings. So, the thing that kind of, inspired that idea was that Indra invited over a girl, and I was like, and she invited her over a couple of times after school, and I was like, well, maybe there's something going on there. So I decided to have them date, and then I was like, well, you know what would be fun is if Raven's children had cousins and stuff. So I decided to get someone for each of them, and Lexa and Nyla in the show are both lesbians, so I kept them as lesbians, and then I got Bellamy a girlfriend and immediately got her pregnant. So she is currently pregnant, and that is kind of what is going on broadly with the family so that we will have some fun stuff going on with Raven and also the extended family. So I know that I've kind of been ignoring the extended family except for when I invite them over for club gatherings. So I figured that we'll try not to do that from now on. We'll actually try to do some story progression. And anyway, we're at the Humor and Hijinks Festival once again, and we don't really stay here long because I just send Tessa because I made the house haunted again and I invited her to go to a job again. And then the time started being weird again. And I really don't know what's going on with that. Like the kids are going to school on time and everything, but it must be to do with paranormal because as soon as I changed that stuff back, it all of a sudden the timing was wrong again. So now that's what we're dealing with her and this. I wanted to send her to one more gig before we switched over. Unfortunately, it looks like it is the paranormal stuff that's messing things up, but I figured we'd do one last haunting, we'd do one last, our house is haunted, and also we're going to do an easy gig. I was going to have her do easy, medium, and hard, but it was just a mess. The whole thing was a mess. So anyway, you can see that our house is haunted because there are a few ghosts around. There's Guidry, and yeah, so we're going to that gig. This will be her last one because we were moving on to Raven's generation in the next one. So we are going to go to an apartment and we are going to check this out. Now, I've heard that some people are saying that there are bugs with the apartments, but I don't know specifically what they are or anything like that. So I'm just going to, go about my business as usual. And this is actually a teeny tiny apartment. And there's four people living here and they're all tired right now. So they're all trying to get in that one bed. You can see right here. Now another person comes, they like switch spots. Somebody falls asleep on the couch. Anyway, she is doing a ceremony because we want to, get rid of this problem. And also, there's nothing here. Like, there's nothing to exercise. So we are doing this, and then the lights go out. The lights completely go out. And then comes Temperance, and everyone is absolutely terrified, which they should be, because she is scary and she's always angry. But anyway, here's a doll. So we're going to kick that doll, and we are going to continue to try and, exercise this house. And we actually get pretty close. And then something happens to prevent us from finishing this. Like, literally, I am trying my best. This is supposed to be easy. and it's just taking so much time and nothing's happening. And I don't know what you can do with temperance to make it like there's no interactions with her that have the little symbol next to them. So I'm trying to kick these dolls and blah blah blah, and we're really trying to do that. And she's glitching, she's not moving. So you know that's a bummer. But the timing is actually okay because the time's all messed up, so we do have time to continue to work on this, and we're getting pretty close to finishing actually. And then something happens, something big, something that is taking just a smidge too long to happen because I'm like, hello, we are waiting here. So she's just mopping up another puddle. I'm trying. There we go. This guy dies. We're like over here, and this guy drops dead in the bathroom. And even Temperance is over there crying over his corpse. Like, okay, I'm trying here to exercise your house, and it's time to go home. And so I say, okay, go home. And she's stuck here. She's terrified. She's not going home, no matter how much I tell her to go home. She just won't leave. And everybody is freaking out over the doll. And I'm like, you're not freaking out about the dead body? But then it's like, she can't go home because there's a dead body here. So I reset him. And then only after that does it actually send us home. So that was her last gig. It was quite eventful. But I think that it was an okay way to wrap this up. Um, we are still obviously, we just started this part. We're only like a third of the way through it. So we are going to head home, and then I'm just going to do I have to cheat their needs because they're not doing anything. They're like, the time is all messed up. Actually end up changing it from haunted again, and actually that helps some things. So that is good. But she's terrified. I mean, and also it says that Nelson's at work, but he's not. He's right there. I did get him a gardening career because he hasn't been doing anything. Like I feel like it's a waste to have the parents just sit at home and do nothing all day. So I did get him a career, and then she's being called and is like, "Do you want to join the athletic career?" And she's just like, "Okay, you know what? I'm going to because I have completely failed as a paranormal investigator. I'm a total disaster. I can't help anyone." And so she's going to change her career path. She cannot, follow in her family's footsteps any longer. She just wants to, live out the rest of her life with her husband and her family and, just enjoy the rest of her time. So there are some ghosts out front here, and you can actually see a few people came over. That redheaded person is Indra's girlfriend. And then the one in pink is either Nyla or Lexa's girlfriend. One of those. Oh, I can't remember which is which. Um, and then the girl with the braids in her hair is the other one's girlfriend. I can't remember which is which, like I said. And then the girl with the glasses, Kelly, is Bellamy's girlfriend. So that's what's going on there. And we have Tessa talking to the ghosts out front, and their ghosts are making her sad. But she's just doing her best. She's like, you know what? At least I live in a haunted house, and I'm like, not for long. So anyway, we have Raven doing her homework. She's very studious. She's a straight A student and she is working really hard. I wanted Bellamy to do homework with her and he decided to get up and walk around in a big circle before he sat down and did it. And then she was all done. And anyway, so um, I invited the club over as well. And yeah, so they are just going to do their homework together. And she is, that's her thing. She's just trying to do well in school, get ready for the future of her career. She is going to be a doctor, so she has to study really hard to become one. And that is what is going on there. It's only a few days until her birthday, too. So I think her birthday's on Thursday, actually. So um, that is coming up quickly. And, I think all of her siblings will miss her. And actually, what I'm going to do at the end of this video is some housekeeping and just kind of put people where I think that they should go. So anyway, I sent Nelson out to tend the garden and I noticed he has a cow plant berry in his inventory. So I was like, we gotta plant that, but we don't have time to wait for it to mature. So I used some cheats to mature it. And so everyone comes over here to water it because it's the only plant that needs watering anyway. So I make it really big, and unfortunately, we don't see anybody die from it. But I just thought it was fun to make that, and everyone seems really entertained by it, so that's fine. Then I'm going to just clean out everyone's inventories. I did move the remaining potions into Raven's inventory, and then just emptied out everyone else's inventories, sold all of their stuff, and then sent everyone to go play basketball together because that's fun. And also, everybody likes it. Actually, I don't know, did I record it in this video? That Raven and Lexa have a hoops contest. And actually, Lexa won the hoops contest. So she was really happy about that. But anyway, so we have everyone just hanging out. You can see I did add the new girlfriends to the family club. They are now in it. I think, yeah, you can see the girl with red head. I think the one with red pants, the one with the pink jumpsuit, and the one in the black jacket right there. So that is everyone. And everyone is just playing basketball, really enjoying themselves. Although I wish you could like actually play a game of basketball. That would be really interesting if you could like, instead of them all just generating a basketball and playing and like shooting hoops together, that if you could like have them actually play a game or have like two people play a small game where like the animation is one person blocking the other or something. I don't know. I don't play basketball. I don't know anything about basketball. So anyway, I am sending Raven to now bake a cake, and I think what I had to do to work with the fact that the time was weird was just pause it every once in a while and just pause it and let the game kind of catch up to like it's almost like the game is thinking too hard and it like freezes and stalls until it catches up. So I just pause it to let it catch up. And then she is cooking. So she's baking the cake for their birthdays. And actually, funny story, um, Raven here sets a fire. And I'm like, no, Raven, you're the heir. You can't die. But literally everyone comes in with a fire extinguisher ready to, um, fix that. So I'm glad that nobody got hurt. First, they almost freeze to death, then I almost burned the house down. I mean, that is just. Anyway, so she has to start again to make the birthday cake. But yeah, so she started a fire there. I mean, I guess if we had to, we would have just moved on to Lexa, I guess. I mean, not that I want to, because I've been preparing Raven her whole life for this. So that was, you know, oh, that was pretty close. So anyway, she is baking the cake again. So we are now baking the cake, and here we go. So now both Raven and Alexa are going to age up, and that is pretty good. They'll both become young adults, and then we'll get Raven into the doctor career. So I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited to start that. It's been a while since I played the doctor career, and it takes a minute to get the candles back on this cake, because then everyone's trying to go to work, not work, school, and it says it's like 3 in the morning and you're trying to go to school. Like, what is happening there? Anyway, so then Lexa ages up and they are both feeling pretty good. So we are going to go to manage worlds next and do some housekeeping. And that is pretty much the last we're seeing. I mean, obviously, we'll see Nelson and Tessa in the future, but we will not be living with them. We will not be running their lives. So what I'm going to do here is move Bellamy, Nyla, and Indra in with their girlfriends, and then go move Indra in with her girlfriend because her girlfriend was separate because she was the first one. And then I'm going to move Becca into that little square 30 by 30 lot right there. We are on generation 13, people. We are 2 generations away from completing this. I'm so excited. It just like doesn't even feel real that we're on generation 13. I can't even believe it. So I'm so excited about that, and Raven is going to have a good life, and we are going to work on that in the next one, and that is pretty much it. So goodbye to Nelson and Tessa. We'll be seeing you in the future, but we are moving on to Raven. So I'll catch you guys next time.